Hello everyone, nubkeks here and welcome back to Nub Raids, where today we are taking a sponsored look at Heroes of Crown Legends. Big shout out to Ujoy Games for giving me early access to the game to make this video for you. Heroes of Crown Legends is a next generation cinematic adventure RPG that is coming out soon. Pre-register with the link in the description or the QR code here on the screen to get a whole bunch of goodies and jump into the game as soon as it goes live if you like what you see. What are you doing in the game? Well, no surprise guys, we're going to be collecting a bunch of different heroes and building unique teams out of them. There are 5 different classes in the game: warriors, rangers, mages, assassins, and supports. Let me actually show you some. Let me show you the team I've got going so far. So I've been playing on my phone, by the way, so we will dive into this. First of all, we've got Alpha, the savage beast. So he is a warrior with bleeds and things like that. So he is coming in. He does a bunch of damage. He will put bleeds on the targets. He's actually a really strong single target damage dealer, and he is in my front line, right? As a warrior, he is tanking it up, reducing the damage that he takes and surviving. Oh, I can see I actually have unlocked some more stuff to level him up. I should do that. Let's jump over next, though, to Poka, the Smiling Miracle. Now, she is a priest, right? Which is a type of support, so she can heal, right? She's our team healer. I actually just got her yesterday, so she is sort of brand new. But yeah, she can actually bring a dead hero back to life, which seems pretty awesome. She can attack and she can heal herself. She can also then be healing our team, even boosting our team's attack and stuff like that. So pretty powerful. Sarah, then the Halberd of Exile. Looks amazing. Reminds me of Naga, actually, from World of Warcraft. But yeah, she's freaking awesome. She's like a mage. She's got like almost this sort of hovering, I don't know, tentacle board that she travels around on. She does a lot of AoE damage, right? That's her deal as a mage. AoE damage, debuffing enemies with slows, and yeah, you know, just doing damage and ripping the enemy apart. We've got Ager, the Devil Devourer, who's super badass. This guy seems to be pretty good at control. He's a mage as well, but rather than focusing on AoE attacks, he seems very single target focused. So for instance, his Demonic Claw, you'll see it in the gameplay footage we'll dive into in a second. This does big single target attack. It often seems to target the enemy in the backline, so he gives you like backline access. I see here it's actually attacking the enemy with the highest attack stat, and it applies silence to the target, so it stops them using any of their active skills. So he's pretty cool crowd control. And yeah, he'll also protect our allies with demonic flames as well, his Inferno Shield move. So he's sort of buffing us up. This is pretty cool. We've got a real mix of all these different sorts of characters. I actually just pulled this guy, Gawain, to again, just in my last pull as well. So he's brand new. He looks like he's all about crowd control. Yeah, so he can freeze the enemy target, which makes him unable to do any actions. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Then Frost Barrier protects himself with a shield and damage reduction. Fantastic. All that sort of stuff. Gets more HP, more attack. And what's his ultimate here? Frost Guardian. Protects allies. Okay, after he uses rage skills, he actually protects allies. Cool. So I just got him. I haven't used him yet, but he seems like he could be a good member to, especially sometimes you need to use 2 teams, right? So he could be a really good frontliner for my second team to protect them and keep them alive. But my second team's probably going to be a little bit weaker, at least at the start. All right, let me show you my favorite team in action. This is actually one of the game modes in the game that I was just trying for the first time yesterday, called Mythic Adventure, which I unlocked, which seems really cool. A bit of a story to it, but you're basically exploring these different islands, unlocking them as you go, uncovering them, and yeah, it's kind of awesome, right? Uncovering the fog tiles, you can find power-ups as you go and all of that as well. So if we jump into a battle here, we can see, oh, actually, so I've switched up my team a little bit since I recorded this one, but of course, Alpha, he's on the front line doing that single target damage and tanking. Another character who's in there is actually the Archer, the green Archer on the front right. That's Himelia, the Lord of Artemis, and she's a really powerful damage dealer. I don't know if she's guaranteed you get her as your first one. She was the first 5-star I got. So yeah, she's really powerful as a damage dealer. So she's a good combo. And then of course we've got our 2 mages that we talked about in the back doing all their mage sort of stuff. You know, I found this to be a pretty strong team comp so far. It's serving me very well. You can see I actually had one of the 4-star mages from the story on the top left there. I actually have swapped her out since then for the healer that we pulled, right? Because I want to get the healing in there as well. I figured I was too stacked on damage and we wanted to bring in a little bit more, you know, support to help us stay alive. And needless to say, there's tons of different characters to collect and probably thousands of combos you can make by putting them all together in different teams and mixing and matching for the different fights. And we actually put a boss fight in the background so you can check out one of the bosses from the islands that we were exploring. It's definitely was getting to the point where, you know, my unit started to die. It was getting pretty tough towards the end of some of this island exploration. So you're gonna need to definitely be strategic in terms of what you are doing. One of the coolest features I have to, there's a few really cool features for this game. One I absolutely have to mention is, I was talking about, well, I put the healer hero instead into my team. Well, here's the thing. What did it cost me to do that? I've got to level someone up that's brand new. Well, actually, it costs nothing, right? You can, at a click of a button, refund all of the resources that you spent on any given hero. You just get them all back. So if you decide, oh, I don't like this character, you know, I don't like Alpha, the bear, for whatever reason, you monster, what's wrong with you? You could refund all the things that you've spent on Alpha and then put them into a new character that you pulled instead. Which is just awesome, actually, like such a good quality of life feature. Another really cool feature, actually, is the AFK gameplay, where you can actually start off a fight and you can exit out of the fight if you want to and leave your squad fighting away, and you can go and do all the other things that you want to do in the game. I've seen this feature requested in so many games. This is the first time I've actually seen it work, and yeah, it works really, really well. It's such a cool little feature, so you can properly multitask, right? You're not stuck there staring at your screen waiting for a fight to end, right? You can go and start doing other stuff. Which, yeah, it's just quality of life. You will also be getting a ton of different resources while you're AFK, you know, just from having the game installed on your phone and having an account. You're going to be building up resources to then further your account. Very, very effortless. And there's pretty nice, guys. Again, remember, the link's in the description. There's going to be 1,000, that's right, 1,000 free draws upon launch, and there's going to be daily rewards with massive quantities of heroes and diamonds, which is one of the big currencies in the games, coming to you as well. And let's show off some of those pulls. Why don't we? Let's see what we can get. These were a couple of the pulls that I did. Again, there's really, really good 3D graphics in this game. That's definitely been a focus for them, is to have high quality art design and immersive cinematics. That is their goal. But yeah, you can see the heroes look cool. They're all very, very unique, and it's fun to get them. And I've got a few actually so far already. You know, even in just the first few days of playing, I'm already building up a nice little roster, which is awesome. So yeah, if you like what you see, again, the link is in the description down below. Make sure to pre-register for the game and check it out when it launches. Thank you once again to Ujoy Games for sponsoring today's video on Heroes of Crown Legends. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.